one shot rang out and hit Charlie, struck Charlie, and I don't know if it's angels or good bystanders who jumped in and stopped more shots from coming, but I'm grateful that if somebody did, they deserve high praise. One shot hit Charlie, one shot rang out, lots of chaos, lots of panic. It's hard to stay cool, calm, and collected in those moments. And so, yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Stick around for just a minute if you don't mind. Your name and just what you saw, where you were at, what you heard.
My name's Kaya Meek, and then we were just about 50 feet from the left of him. And then I just remember he was on his second conversation, and then that's when the shot came. And then we just saw his head jerk back and shoulder, and we immediately just turned and dropped to the ground. And then saw people start getting up and running. So we followed in with that, and were able to get to the apartment buildings and get in with a really kind girl that started driving us. And then,
how scary was this? What was the mood there?
It was just really terrifying. I mean, I was kind of in shock, because I was like, no way that just happened, But I'm definitely very grateful that there's only one shot and stuff, or else I think that a lot more people could have been injured.
Okay, thank you very much.
People started getting up and moving, and the crowd started pushing me, and they pushed me so that I was basically backstage. And then when I was kind of backstage, I was kind of there, and I turned and looked, and they were arresting a guy by the name of George M, who I know, I've met him before.
How do you know him?
I just know him through, I've seen him at different events. He was always a person that would go to Trump rallies and all kinds of political events. He was always there, and he would always make his way. He was always there for people that were running for different positions in government, whatever. So he's just kind of I think he's kind of popular. He was just kind of but he's not altogether. He was being arrested very calm. They arrested him, they took him.
And you're confident it was him?
No, I'm confident of who they arrested. They arrested a guy by the name of George M.
Well, I'm not saying he was the shooter. You're confident that's who they were arresting was this George?
Yeah, who they arrested was George M. Oh, yeah, because I know him. I saw him.
But you're not saying he's the shooter?
No, I'm not.
Just I want to make sure we're clear, so we don't want to falsely accuse someone of this.
Right.
So,
in my opinion, I don't think George M. was the shooter.
Okay.
This would have had to been a direct shot to the heart. It had to been by somebody who can withstand the pressures of a crowd, not be nervous, and just one shot right directly to the heart, and then get away with it. This guy's broke. He lives on Social Security, probably on some medication, too crazy. I don't know if he even knows how to use a gun or even get his hands on a gun.
Well,
now, why isn't that important to you?
Because I don't want us to falsely accuse him and get his name out there as he's possibly the shooter. If he's not, I don't want to. He could be a suspect.
Yeah, I'm saying he's not. I'm not giving you my opinion. You should want to know. If you're a journalist, an investigative journalist, you would say, yeah, that's very interesting.
It is.
Direct shot to the heart. They all fall down. They pick a guy that's kind of crazy. It has nothing like that. It has to be, when you're in a crowd, you got to be calm, cool, collected. And if it's a handgun, you're going to aim it right directly and get off that one shot. And then nobody's going to tramp around you. Where exactly was this shooter is what I'd like to know.
That's what we're trying to find out. We've got other crews around. It's not just me. We've got a bunch of other crews that's looking into that. Like I said, I just don't want to falsely accuse him. They arrest him because they think he's a suspect. Okay, sure, a person of interest. Let me put it that way. Okay. Going back to your experience, you said you got pushed almost backstage, correct?
Yeah, the crowd was going backstage, so I got up and went with the crowd.
You kind of went with the flow.
Backstage, and I just kind of hung around backstage as the crowd went ahead of me. And I was curious, what's going on? And then that's when I turned to look, and I saw George Zimmerman, and I actually saw them put the cuffs on him. Very calm, very collected, and they just scooted him down. And as he was scooting him down, I don't know what happened, but his pants fell down, so he's in his underwear.
Okay. Have you been to Charlie?
I almost wanted to say, George, did you do it? Did you do it? But I was that close, I could have yelled at him, but I didn't.
Have you gone to events like this in the past?
No, I haven't.
What brought you out here today? Why did you want to hear him?
I'm kind of a fan of Charlie Kirk, and some friends invited me to come, and I thought, yeah, I'd come. I've watched some of his videos, and I like a lot of the things that he's talked about, the way he's been.
I'm guessing from the hat that you voted for the current president.
Yeah, and they were throwing out these hats, and I happened to be someone in the crowd that got one.
Were you hoping to get a question or talk to Charlie Kirk at all?
I just wanted to be there and observe and see what was happening.
How many people would you say were there at the event?
I don't know. I would say maybe 3,000 or 4,000 people that were around that ball, at least 1,000. But an interesting thing is he was shot.